riding one of my favorite trails today, Xanadu, quite possibly one of the most beautiful trails in Washington State. And we're catching it at the full sunset glory, golden hour. Got some smoke in the distance from the nearby Chelan fire. Nice and windy, hopefully you can hear me. Corners kind of sneak up on you in the grass. Looks like I have good brake power tonight though. Had no idea how dry this trail was gonna be. Actually rained on our way over here, but no idea if it touched this trail. Pretty quiet over here. Not as many people riding this in the summer. Oh wow. Yeah, the mountains in the distance are just something else. Got my wife and my brother and sister-in-law waiting for me at camp. We're out on the river today. Just a super beautiful August day out here. And we ended up camping here. And I was like, oh man, we're right next to Xanadu. I have to just get out for a sunset lap. And it's honestly been a couple years since I've ridden this trail, which is kind of crazy. These east side corners are so much different. There's like a lack of visibility with like the brush. Gotta keep it tight. Saw a rattlesnake, came across a rattlesnake on the road on the way up here. So I'm sure they're hanging out in spots on this trail. Hoping I don't have any more run-ins with those guys. All the east side things. Ew. Oh my gosh, gotta just love a wide open ridge trail. You doggy. Ew. A cool little rock chip. Oh, a little dusty through there. A little climb here. Yeehaw, breathing hard up that hill. Turns out my GoPro is like, oh shoot, I missed that jump. My GoPro is like 18% battery, so I don't even know if it'll make it through this trail, but I'm gonna try to turn it off for the boring parts and see if we can hit all the good stuff. Yeah. Man, this grass is pretty tight. Limits the visibility a little bit. And then of course you're just distracted by these beautiful views. I think I remember this part being like a little techie ridgeline kind of thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, nice, good grip, sticking to it. Oh wow, yeah, you just feel like you're on top of the world right here. That is so sweet. Wow, that's a lot to take in. Definitely been a little too long since I've ridden this trail. Yeah. Oh yeah, gets a little dusty through there, a little skiddy. Oh my gosh, love these just ponderosa pines out here too. Just such a treat. Going to the east side of the Cascades. Just such a different landscape. Oh wow, still just on this incredibly prominent ridgeline. Full golden hour with the light streaming through here. Oh my gosh. Just fully overwhelming on the senses. I guess I'm gonna go high left here. It's a little chunkier, but maybe less off camber. And I got pushed right back to the main line. Can I forget what this is other than like some sort of right-hander? I think my plan is gonna be to stick to this living rock here on the left side, just for some grip. Just since I'm trying to clip in here, everything is so loose on the main line. Yeah, then you can kind of control speed in. Oh wow. Woo, buddy, foot out, dust through there, oh my gosh. Still trying to clip into my big chrome egg pedals. Once you're in, you're super secure, but it takes a little bit of footwork to get in, flipped in sometimes. Ew. Oh my gosh. I feel like somehow the view is just getting better. You know, at some point we leave this ridge. This might be it. Coming right up here. Can't quite remember. I think there's like this huge rock slab here that I'm hoping isn't too loose today, but we'll find out. The wind is kind of ripping up the ridge right here. Let's see. It's pretty good. I like this solid rock. Like being away from the dust. Try to stay away from like the loose over hard stuff. Coming down it just nice and slow today. Back into the loose stuff. Took her nice and easy down that today. Woo! Super loose and dusty when you get back down here. Yeah. Little jumps. I actually remember a couple of years ago we shot Graham Aggie on this trail actually for a free hub piece called Endless Migration, if you want to look that up, and I was filming for that. It's one of my first big projects and I was just so stoked to work with a real bike celebrity, kicking up some birds. Oh my gosh, these berms are actually in really good shape right now somehow. Ew. Wow, this is a very like calming ride back off of the ridge here. So I'm really happy that big rock had so much grip today. You can like just crawl down that if you wanted to, which I did. Ew. Man, yeah, these berms are holding up real good for it being August. Remember that berm just like carves straight up the hill. Ew. Wow, just a work of art through there with the dirt work. Oh, not sure what the straight line was, but I don't know if I'm feeling that adventurous tonight with the sun setting. Make my way back to camp. Wow, yeah, the dirt here is in really impressively good shape. I don't know how that's possible. Keeping my knees tucked in through the tight brush there. I feel like my camera could die anytime. So if I lose it, it's been a good ride. Ew. Something about these like straight, smooth east side trails just make you feel like pulling up the bars. Feels good on my elbow too. Nice and smooth. A little grassy. Look at that, just huge right-hander. I'll just pedal right out of it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Get some speed up. Getting on the brakes hard. Oh. Wow, look at that clean berm. How are these holding up so well too? Such a seemingly dry climate. Getting a little brushed in here, but other than that, we're running good. Maybe a lot of people are taking that straight line nowadays, I don't know. Ooh. Oh wow, forgot about this. Updated, did look like the straight path might have been fun, but those berms were good, so I had to climb back up to the ridge anyway. It looked like if you stayed straight, you stayed on the ridge. Imagine that. Oh man, into the shade of the mountain here. Some of these berms are super loose and sandy, and some of them are holding up like, oh yeah, that part was a little, so I'm taking it a little easy tonight. Can't trust this stuff too much. Yeah, might as well skip that berm. Weird little sand formation there. Oh man, they keep this trail going real nicely to the bottom. It's been so long. I remember this trail being super scenic, but this is quite a bit more like high quality riding than I remember. So that's awesome. The views don't always come with the best trails, and I think on this one they did. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Just one of the most beautiful trails in Washington at sunset. Subscribe if you want to see more of that.